Are you ready for it? Well, South Florida, I know you are, because the Taylor Swift Eras Tour taking over South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium is now just hours away. And we're ready for it. Taylor Swift gearing up to perform 3 sold-out shows at Hard Rock. Chopper 6 even spotted the singer's team on stage, rehearsing for tonight's big opening night. Who's excited for this one? Look at all the hands going up. And we've got a little sparkle this morning. Literally. Good morning, South Florida. Happy Friday. We appreciate you spending with us on NBC6 today. I'm Chris Anderson, and we are getting you in the Swiftie mood this morning. My colleague, my friend, my fellow 1989 era Constance Jones is live outside of Hard Rock Stadium this morning ahead of the opening night, the opening weekend. We want to kick things off with our 1989 look. I've got the sequence. You've got the sequence. We're going to go in sequential order, but we want to ask you first a trivia question. What year was Taylor Swift born, Constance?
Okay, well, it's the era that we're dressed in, right? 1989.
That was an easy one.
That was an easy one, Chris. Good morning to you, and good morning to all of South Florida out there and all the Swifties who are in town for the concert. We are so excited that T-Swift is in town today, tomorrow, and Sunday right here. Going to be performing at Hard Rock Stadium in just a few hours. Tens of thousands of folks are going to be lining the streets here to see her perform. And, of course, in addition to being here, it's all about the look, right? When you go to a concert, you want to look good. But at T-Swift's concerts, it's about dressing for the air. So right now, I'm in one of the most iconic looks. If you are a Swiftie, you already know what I'm wearing. The multicolored sequins bomber jacket from 1989. This is when she transitioned from being, you know, a country music star to a mega pop star. So it's everything big, bold, and flashy. So this morning, throughout the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to take you all the way through her eras and tell you a little bit about what you should wear, maybe what other folks are wearing, but we've got to know what the weather's going to be like, right? So let's check in with Adam Berg with more details on that concert forecast. Adam.
Is there a concert going on tonight? I haven't heard much about it. All right, yes. So we're transforming Hard Rock Stadium, right? So, hey, listen, this is an outdoor venue, so we got to know what's going on here. I've got the crowd control barriers up here as well, you know, because I'm kind of a big deal too. All right, so... All right, so let's get to the forecast right now for the Eras Tour. Look, it's going to be a little tricky, right? So I do think that we could see a few showers with that gusty wind today. I did have to kind of change the forecast, a little bit of rain falling here. I think tonight's probably the best chance for the showers. We've got the gusty winds as well, up to about 35 miles per hour at times. So this is, some serious wind. You saw it already this morning here with Constance outside. Then we go into Saturday night. We start getting over the hump a little bit here. It's still really breezy, but a little less in the rain department, okay? Just a passing shower or two. We're going to go about 20%. Wind dying down just a little bit, not dead, just dying down a bit. And then Sunday night, probably the best conditions, the wind a little less. Listen, that breeze is going to be with us for the next several days, but a little less of it with just, again, a couple of those isolated showers.
Are you ready for it?
Swifties will be taking over Hard Rock Stadium tonight, but there's some important things that you need to know if you're a ticket holder and if you plan on coming out here today. 2 big things. Number 1, you need a ticket. There's no tailgating. You can't come in here unless you have a concert ticket for the specific day. And number 2, you need a parking pass, which is super important. So the parking passes may only be purchased by ticket holders, as I mentioned, for the date that matches the concert ticket date, and it cannot be purchased on site. So you've got to purchase this in advance. Only fans with a parking pass and a valid concert ticket may tailgate at the stadium parking lot. There's not going to be any listening areas for people outside the stadium. Without tickets, there is no tailgating there. Also, police and stadium security, they are in full effect. In fact, I saw them as I was trying to circle around and find my place to park. They are not taking any chances. You've got to make sure you've got a ticket if you show up here. Fans using park and ride buses, they will be required to scan their concert tickets before they can even board the bus. Fans will also have to go through a number of security and ticket checkpoints. Also, the clear bag policy be in full effect as well. Aerosol cans, alcohol, cigarettes or e-cigarettes, seat cushions, computers or tablets, video cameras, selfie sticks and strollers absolutely not allowed. Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava says that the county is well prepared.
We, of course, know that public safety is number one, and we want to assure everybody has a great time, not marred by any kind of security issue, and we are well prepared.
All right, so the big question is, what is traffic going to be like? We know that the tickets completely sold out, so tens of thousands of people are going to be here in Miami Gardens. There's going to be traffic at the Golden Glades, so we've got the expert to get us around that mess that's expected today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Joanna Torres has more details for us. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Constance, like you said, it's expected to be, it is sold out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can just imagine how extreme traffic is going to be throughout the entire weekend. So there's going to be road closures, right, that you want to look out for. The road closures are definitely going to be happening on the Turnpike, 2X on and off exit ramps, and then also Northwest 199th Street by the Hard Rock Stadium between 27th Avenue and 14th Court are going to be shut down as well. So you're going to have to pay attention to those closures. Police officers are going to be out there as well to direct traffic, but you're going to want to plan ahead because these closures are going to be happening throughout the day. Again, all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, between starting as early as 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then again after the concert is over between 10:30 p.m. to about 1:30 a.m. So definitely plan ahead. Whether or not you're going to the concert, I mean, Miami Gardens is going to be packed with so many drivers and just traffic of people trying to get to the concert. So look for those alternate routes as well if you're a resident of that area. You know what else? You have some options to get there. You don't have to drive there because Uber has also announced they're entering their Uber shuttle era. Uber will be taking fans to and from the Taylor Swift concerts this weekend with disco decor, free goodies, and sparkling surprises on the buses, so you'll be arriving in style. Also, Uber teamed up with the Fontainebleau Miami Beach to offer rides to and from the stadium from the resort with one-way trips costing $20, not too bad, and it will cost $15 to Bayfront and Brickell drop-off points. You can book the shuttle on the Uber app, so they're making it super easy for you to make sure you have all these options, right, Constance?
Yeah, it's important to have the options, Joe, because you know when there's events here at Hard Rock Stadium, things get super congested, so just better to arrive early, right? All right, so let's talk about this. All of our Swifties out there, hey, if you're heading to the concert or maybe you're just celebrating this weekend, we want to know how you're preparing for Taylor Swift to be in town. What are you going to be wearing? What are you going to be doing? Are you making friendship bracelets? We want to see it. We want to know what your outfit's going to be. So all you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen right now and send us a picture. Let us know what you plan to do. All right, let's send it back to the studio.
All right, let's swiftly transition to politics now because we are just a couple of weeks away from Election Day. Can you believe it? We're almost there. Both candidates were out on the campaign trail to try to sway those critical undecided voters. This morning, Kamala Harris is taking her campaign to Michigan, battleground state, for a series of rallies. It comes after the vice president blitzed across another battleground state, Wisconsin, with 3 different campaign stops. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump delivered remarks at the famed 79th Alfred E. Smith dinner in New York City. The event has become a tradition for presidential candidates since Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy appeared there together way back in 1960. However, Kamala Harris declined the invitation to attend the bipartisan dinner. She is the first presidential nominee to do so in decades, but she did provide a video message for the event. The Israeli military announced its forces in Gaza have killed Hamas's top leader, Yahya Sinwar. Many are questioning if this could be a pivotal moment in the war because his death is now seen as a significant blow to the militant group. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Israel has settled its account with Sinwar. The terrorist was considered of the chief architect of last year's October 7th attack in Israel. The family of the hostages now calling on the Israeli government to use his death to negotiate the release of those hostages, while Palestinians are hoping that it could bring an end to this deadly war. More than a month after police found a 71-year-old man dead inside of a North Miami nursing home, the medical examiner is still unable to figure out how he died. It's a big question mark. and now the family is still searching for answers. NBC6's Bree Buckley is live this morning with an update on a story we've been following since the very beginning. And Bree, they were hoping for some answers to at least figure out how their loved one died, and they're still left with that big question mark.
Yeah, they said that they're still desperate for answers. Of course, not the update they were hoping for. The family's attorney speaking out in light of this recent development. A medical examiner says they can't determine Eline Etienne's cause of death. Police found the 71-year-old's body inside a storage closet at the North Dade Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. That's in North Miami last month. The family says they reported him missing nearly 2 weeks before and were told by the facility that Etienne, who suffered from dementia, had signed himself out. The medical examiner's report says Etienne's body was decomposed, but he had no injuries. The attorney representing the family says they want to hold the nursing home accountable.
The medical examiner's findings are consistent with the fact that he was left dead and decomposing for 10 days or more. This should never happen. The family hopes this never happens again, not to anybody and not at any nursing home.
We reached out to the facility yesterday and have not heard back. However, in a previous statement, they expressed their condolences and stated that they were cooperating with police. Now, the family's attorney says they are pursuing legal action against the nursing home. North Miami police say that the case is now closed because there were no injuries or violence that resulted in his death. Now reporting live, Bree Buckley, NBC6 News.
All right, Bree, thank you for the update there. 6:10 is your time, and let's get back out live to the Rock, the Hard Rock, where Constance is standing outside enjoying her era, and a lot of wind I can see.
A lot of wind, but we're loving it. Hey, we're calling all Swiftie fans out there. Are you ready to learn from a mega superstar? She is a billion-dollar brand. We're talking about Taylor Swift, and there's a special class being offered right now. We have the details on that coming up right after the break.